How is the right to have rights pre-positive? Could you not say positive rights give rise to the right to have rights?
Positive rights are rights that are declared by states, nation states, as we know. Yeah? So that's just a legal term designating those orders that have been pronounced, stated, written and publicized, and that are able to be implemented by executive force of states. There is no right to have rights that has ever been declared, that has ever been posited, and accordingly that could be called a positive right. Can we imagine a constitution claiming or attributing the right to have rights to every and each of its constituents?
Would be anarchy, right? Robert, let me have a list now. Robert, Larissa, Megan, Magnolia. Robert.
You see that the right to have rights, partially defined as right of every individual to belong to humanity. I was curious if you think perhaps that the concept of humanity, is the concept of humanity elastic enough anymore, given the historical context of this concept of humanity, to embrace forms of life other than our current biological and psychic forms. By the end of this century, it's quite likely that this question of humanity is going to be very significant.
I was actually thinking of that. I was thinking of inorganic organs.
It was a long day. Yes,
yeah, it was a really long day. I'm speaking since 8 hours by now. No, I mean what they're developing now in the US and in Japan, in particular, a fusion of intelligent machines and flesh, so biomachines. I was actually thinking of that when I wrote machines and animals and so forth and so on. I do think that there's no way of avoiding these implants, these transformations, these artificial organs, artificial brains, artificial souls, and so forth and so on. And I mean, many things have to be redetermined and redefined accordingly.
And so it's
a very
theory is really
very
timely,
very delicate, very delicate thing, very scary.
My question was almost identical because I was curious about animals and machines and how things that benefit human life. But animals, not altered animals, but animals that currently exist, how do they apply to this right to have rights? At least currently.
I didn't think much about it, but I do think of animal rights movements. I do think of the animal production industry of really a horrible treatment of animals that actually ruins the quality of their viande, of their flesh, of our nourishment and so forth and so on. That ruins ourselves. But I have no precise ideas, I must say.
But in terms of what might be happening with what he's saying, do you think that perhaps this could be altered in the future, like how we perceive current?
I think many things are actually happening there. In Scandinavia, for example, the animal rights have been expanded to a surprising degree. animals are much better protected, both those that are house animals and those that are utility animals, or Nutztiere.
That is not a real question here. If the animals have not the same rights to have rights, and zwar because belonging to their own animal state, to their own animalities, to their Tierheit, and we have not the rights to interject there, because we have no survival reasons anymore. We cannot claim, okay, we need to kill you because otherwise we will not exist anymore. We don't have. We did modern technology, we can grow our own stuff in chemicals if we need it. So that is, but I think it would be kind of open. The only question is, we will be the guardian, and the position of the guardian of that is already a very difficult thing to do.
The guardians or the advocates, because animals evidently cannot per se claim their rights, not even claim the right to have rights.
Only through their suffering they do.
And accordingly, they do need advocates. And the whole question of the logic of advocacy, of speaking for others, in the case of animal rights, evidently becomes very, very critical.
But the basis is actually simple. The basic is like Levinas ethics. If you look at the suffering, and this will give you an order, if you like it or not. It's not a deal with the animals. You see how they are treated. Everybody who eats a steak should first watch a movie how the steak was made. And then good appetite.